Dominic, the founder of Smod, known as Lobby Bobby Smod, Cinnamon, Bobby, all of that. And right now we downtown Fred with it, man. That's where we're staying, downtown Fred. That's that. When it comes to being a creative, man, I've been a creative ever since I was in elementary school. I wanted to be an illustrator when I was in elementary school. In middle school, I wanted to be a tattoo artist. In high school, I wanted to be a photographer. And then Smod, when it comes to Smod, Smod's my artist name, so everything's Smod. My paintings are Smod, my clothes are Smod. So Smod clothes came around in like maybe 2019 when I just put acrylic paint right on the clothes. And then now it kind of evolved into where we are now, 2021, so yeah, Smod everything. Smod originated when I was staying out Philly. So when I was in Philly, that was like a lot of motivation, a lot of creative outlets for me to have, a lot of interesting ass people I met. Like, shout out Kirby. Kirby's cool ass shit. Like, Dirty, Dirty was a big ass influence from a distance. All of that. The last few months has kind of just been a lot of learning. A lot of learning and creating and experimenting and thinking about what's next. And then all of the followers and everybody who likes mods kind of just really organic. So it's not really too much of it me just pushing it out, and more or less people coming towards me while I'm learning on my journey. So in the future, it's going to be more marketing, more me pushing it out. But for right now, it's kind of me just learning and trying to figure it out. So that's where I'm at with it for right now. No, I went to West Virginia University for like 1 semester for psychology. That shit was whack. And then right now I'm like in Baltimore City Community College for fashion and design. So I did 1 semester of the fashion and design thing for community college, just trying to do like a dress and shit. But besides that, everything else is like self-taught, the painting and everything else. So yeah.
What made you want to do it?
I don't think it's a choice for me at this point. You know, it's kind of like an addiction, man. Like, if I don't create, I'm kind of fucked, so it is what it is. That's what I'm saying. I don't really, it's a brand, it's a label, it's a movement, but I don't really try to push it all the time. It's just kind of something I do because I have to do it. It's a feeling in my body. Like, if I have an image or an idea in my head and I don't get it, I don't do. Like, it's crazy. So it can be completely off the wall. It can be something that I have never done before, but if I don't do it, like, it drives me nuts. So it's just kind of, like you said, it's just constant flowing of ideas that I don't even know where it comes from sometimes, you know? Just all off the whim, just all on the fuck it. Like, in my head, just like, this might not look right, but for some reason I think it will, so let me just go with it on the fuck it, you know? Like, yeah. Philly was a big opportunity for me, but Fred's my hometown, so I gravitate to a lot of people out Fred. They show love for real all the time. But besides that, no, not really too much traveling. Soon to come, though, you know? Soon to come. It's kind of hard to collab because I don't really have a complete vision at times that I want other people to intrude on, if that makes sense. So, not too many collabs besides the homies, because that's just having fun like it always is. But nothing serious, really, not. Nothing serious. No, not really. I'll show love to Baltimore, I'll show love to DC, you know, just DMV shit. Trying to get out of the States eventually, you know, maybe something in Asia, maybe something in Australia, something in Paris, something in Italy, but that's kind of when I make it for right now. The first stop, maybe Downtown Fred, maybe DC, so, yeah. Even Philly, that's definitely Philly too.
Where do you take inspiration from?
Man, the culture, like, all of my homies make music. I make clothes for the homies. I make clothes for the people doing this shit and people grinding. I take inspiration from just my environment, like, deadass the concrete, you know, a lot of cartoons. That's a big given. Just a lot of shit from my childhood that I try to bring back, because it's just the whole ideas of memories that I try to play with, memories that you forget, but you just see that one image, it's just like, oh shit, I fucking completely forgot about that. So I try to play with that uniqueness and just my own life path, you know, I create for myself. and then other people enjoy it as well. So, yeah.
So what kind of message are you trying to send to people that buy your work? Are you trying to make them feel something? Or are you trying to help them understand you as an artist? What is it?
Just don't give a fuck, you know? Like, a lot of the times I just don't give a fuck. That's really what it is. Like, you wear this shit, somebody might think it looks like this, you might think it looks like that, but it's like, who really gives a fuck at the end of the day? Like, do whatever the fuck you want. So, that's the message, and there's just a lane for everybody. You don't have to look like somebody, you don't have to think like somebody, you don't have to be like somebody. Like, you just be yourself, and that shit's gonna fucking work out the way it's supposed to, you know? So that's that. It's just reassuring, it's validation, because my art is kind of personal. It is its own lane. So when people understand it, it's validating to me. And I met a whole bunch of different type of people, because that's how my work is. I try to gravitate towards different audiences. So I'll meet this type of person or this type of person, this type of person. They're all completely different. So when it comes to fan bases or when it comes to that thing, it's kind of all over. I do try to think about creating an international perspective. So I don't try to create for just the American person or just the Frederick audience. So it's like, I have people in Brazil buy my clothes before, people in Costa Rica, you know what I mean? And that's just because they understand it, and it's just a molar sometimes. It's not words or English words or something that I put on it, or it's something that everybody can gravitate towards. So I just try to think universal, but yeah, I try to think about people in the city wearing my clothes. Like I said, different type of artists, photographers, what photographers will wear, people, my friends skateboard, what my friends who skateboard would might like, you know. So a lot of that's from the city, my friend groups, and myself, you know.
What would you tell somebody that doesn't know what to do, that wants to do what you're doing? Somebody that's just starting out.
Learn. You gotta learn that shit. Like, as much as I'm saying fuck it, you do gotta learn it, you know? Because people come to me all the time saying, I want to make a shirt, I want to do this and that. And it's like, okay, what do you want to do? Do you want to do screen print? Do you want to do the vinyl? What do you want to do? Because that's all shit I had to figure out. Do you want to do DTG print? Because that's everything I have to figure out. Are you going to do in-house, out-house? It's why? What's your motive of doing it? Is it going to be just t-shirts? Do you want to elaborate on that? So it's, if you want to do it, I feel like having some type of structure helps a little bit, but don't overthink that. Just kind of keep it in mind, you know what I mean? Because that's why I am going to school right now, because there's different lanes when it comes to making clothes. People make clothes as a hobby. Some people get sick of buying clothes, fast fashion, and they just want to make all of their clothes, or they have a whole bunch of fast fashion clothes that they don't like anymore, so they try to restructure them themselves. So think about your purpose. Think about how far of a journey that you really want. And if you want to have a far journey, then fucking take the time to learn that shit and dedicate that to that. It don't half-ass it. Like I said, like, I can't help this shit, dude. Like, I couldn't pick a different path if I wanted to. I couldn't go back to college and want to be a doctor. It's just not in me. So if you want to be a doctor, be a doctor. But if you're an artist, just be an artist and don't fight that feeling. But if you don't think you're an artist, then just go about it in a business way. There's different ways to do it. So I don't know if any of that makes sense, but just be organic, be authentic, fucking go get it if you really want to go get it, and if you don't, then just don't fucking do it at all. Or just do it and then be real with yourself, you know? But fucking do it at the end of the day. Whatever it looks like, just do it. Right now, my favorite part of creating is the experimental phase that I'm in. I learn new things about myself. I'm able to really indulge in my emotions and try to figure them out while going through the whole process, while experimenting with myself and with my art. I'm learning what I really like. I'm learning what to change, what to continue to do. I like reaching other people, definitely. As an artist, I do share my work with other people. I could have all my work tied up to myself, but showing it to other people and allowing them to have that feeling too is part of it too that I enjoy. So just the emotion part, the depth of it, the the real aspect of it, which is, you know, the feeling that you're supposed to get from art, is what I enjoy sharing still and feeling for myself. If that answers the question. Man, peace out, man. Peace and love. Fucking go create. Follow me at Smod. It's S, 2 underscores, M, 2 underscores, O, 2 underscores, D. I don't know if there's underscores after that, but Smod. And a lot of the pain and shit's here too, you know, just come fuck with me and be safe and give your mom a hug if you have a mom still. And if not, God bless. And all of that. Peace. And shout out E-Man for the love and being here today. Yeah.
So we out here today, you know, May 28th, man, a little pop-up. It's me, Smod, I'm Smod. And we got the Rosa show closed. We got a legal scenario. You know, we out here having a good time, just vibing and shit, dog. You know what it is.